A Sigma male isn't just your regular man. He's a maverick, special, and he's different. Understanding this is the first step to getting a glimpse into how to operate as a Sigma male and how to build a connection with a woman. After that comes many other steps and behavioral characteristics you must master to maximize your Sigma male personality. Be sure to pay attention to this video as we present the basic tricks through which Sigma men can attract and keep women. If you're going to become more efficient in building and maintaining relationships, you must understand the uniqueness of the Sigma male. This very factor is what makes any man qualify for the tier of a Sigma male. Sure, being an alpha male is just as superior as being a Sigma on the masculinity hierarchy, but a Sigma male is a man who possesses extremely rare traits that place him entirely outside the normal hierarchy. It's important we point that out before going deep into the video so you don't get these tricks we'll be mentioning mixed up with being a toxic man or being an outright messed up dude. A true Sigma male is able to see the fine line between being toxic and being a maverick. The key to making that connection with women while still being the best possible version of yourself is engraved in understanding this basic principle. This nature of a Sigma male teaches him to be unique even from your first contact with a lady. Whatever you aim to get out of a relationship, and regardless of the type of person this relationship is with, it's important to make a lasting first impression. For a Sigma male, the rule of first contact enforces formality in approaching a woman. That is completely unnegotiable. A Sigma male has to be very formal and cordial in the early stages of meeting a woman. By formal, we don't necessarily mean pulling up in a bespoke three-piece suit or speaking Old English. Nah, being formal and cordial involves you walking up to the lady who has caught your eye and stopping about 2 feet from her when you want to speak. Women love and automatically get attracted to a guy who can keep her safe. Invading her space or getting too close to her during the early stages won't make her feel safe. In fact, getting too physically close could creep some ladies out before they get to know you. At these early stages, you should also keep a bit of distance while conversing with her and not try to touch her or flirt with her to gain her attention. It sounds crazy because you probably know guys who get ladies in their beds every time by touching them to build rapport, and that's alright for that type of guy. However, a Sigma male's pride is in his ability to be unique and stay above the natural order of the pack, so never succumb to that level just to build a connection through merely physical touch. Trust us, ladies who easily fall head over heels by just gentle touches at the first time of meeting aren't worth your while and will never measure up to having a Sigma male. Instead, your initial approach as a Sigma male should involve being cordial, bold, and using your intellect to kickstart logical conversations to find out more about the interests of any lady you're talking to. One of the best advantages of a Sigma male's approach is that it kills two birds with one stone. First, you're able to impress a woman with your composure and overall demeanor. Secondly, and perhaps more importantly, this type of initial approach and intellectual lines of conversation help you to know if a girl is even worth the trouble. A Sigma male knows he can decipher if she's on his intellectual level and if he can ever bond with her on a deeper level over time from just that initial conversation. Quite frankly, it's like auditioning for a role and interviewing the judges in the same move. If she does pass the interview, then it means you've gotten past the hey, hi stage and are probably considering seeing each other again. During this stage, your task as a Sigma male is to avoid every cliche. And you know what? This might just be the most difficult of all the tricks and tactics Sigma males employ to get a woman. Why? It's due to the fact that avoiding cliches requires conscious and detailed efforts. Let's break it down. Starting with the scenario of a first date. Most guys try to go all out on their first date, and at a basic level, that makes sense. We did mention the importance of a first impression earlier on, so it's logical for a guy to want to show off on that first date and spend big. For a Sigma male, however, that's not an option. Rather than spending big on the cliche dinner night or movie night, you should try out other date night ideas based on the lady's personality. Figure out a couple of the lady's hobbies and work with that. If she's someone who likes to be physically active, try a first date that involves something like hiking, watching a game together, skating, or hitting the bowling alley. And if she seems to be fascinated by knowledge, consider an art show or a trip to the museum. A Sigma male thinks outside the box. As a matter of fact, his entire thinking faculty exists outside of society's box, so doing things like random guys do them isn't an option. While we're on the subject of the first date, here's another very important step you need to take as a Sigma male to build the right connection with a woman. Make her feel comfortable with you. Sounds so simple, and maybe it is, but it's one underappreciated attribute of Sigma males, and it's a process that starts from the very first time you get to spend 1 hour or more with a woman. Contrary to the woke ideology of sex on a first date being the norm, that shouldn't be your aim the first time you meet up with a lady. That just shows you can't control yourself and you're just like every other guy around. Instead, spend the entire first date getting to know her more, ask questions, and listen to her. Make her feel safe and comfortable with you by maintaining good control over yourself. Pay attention and analyze your conversations with her to understand the reasoning behind her words. If you didn't already know this, here's the heads up you need. Women love attention. They love to feel important and to feel like they can hold your attention. Sigma males aren't so easy to win over because they're more calculated than the average man. That's why you need to put this trick into play by letting her be the subject of conversation for that first date. It'll automatically make her feel more important and comfortable with you. You will have to take this trick beyond just the first date if you're interested in going long-term with a woman. You must be able to create an aura around you that makes her feel safe and valued. When you do this, she'll find you even more attractive and important in her life. Notice that we didn't mention you sharing as much during those early stages though? That's not an omission. It's in fact one of the most important tricks that makes a Sigma male so attractive to women. It's the ability to stay mysterious. This is one attribute in the very fabric of a true Sigma male. Being mysterious means being able to stay unknown, unpredictable, and unbothered. A Sigma male is a man who understands and is proud of his own uniqueness, so he doesn't need validation from anyone. This mindset enables him to consciously and intentionally keep to himself and protect his self-worth. Being mysterious means not flaunting your lifestyle on social media, not being at just any party or event, keeping a small circle, and not conforming to the general societal expectations. When your aim is to build a connection with a lady, being mysterious could also include always letting her do the first talking from the first date. Get to know her, but don't give off too much about yourself, and when you do have to talk, make sure your responses are short and precise. It could also mean you're not texting her all the time or making yourself always available or at her beck and call. This is a tricky one, right? Because it almost sounds toxic, but it's not. Rather, it's a way of ensuring you're in control of both your relationship with her and your own emotions. We're not saying Sigma males don't feel or fall in love. You're definitely allowed to. What stands out, however, is the ability to keep your eyes and mind open rather than falling blindly. Love is blind, but not for Sigma males. It's not you love, you build a connection with the woman you want, but you never change your personality for anyone or let logic leave the conversation. Sigma males thrive on their uniqueness. It's the essence of their being. As a result, a Sigma male is able to channel this uniqueness into tangible relationships with women. High-value women notice this and automatically get attracted to it. So to develop into an irresistible man, you've just got to metamorphose into a Sigma male. Trust us, you'll be glad you did.